The mist covers the ground in a remote Hmong village surrounded by mountains. As dawn breaks, the light struggles to shine through the fog, giving a soft silver color to the bamboo homes. The quiet, sad notes of the Qeej fill the air, creating a haunting yet comforting sound. Say, a Nchaiv Qeej stands in the village's central area, with his breath visible in the chilly morning air. He skillfully plays the bamboo pipes, sending out a strange melody to the mountains that helps guide souls to the afterlife. Into the mist. Under a large banyan tree, the sunset fills the village with warm colors. Zay sits on a woven mat next to his wife, Meena. Their connection is strong, even without words. The Qeej rests against the tree trunk, reminding him of his important role. Meena leans her head on his shoulder, and the work of the day shows on her calm face. The world feels quiet, except for the gentle rustling of leaves and the occasional call of a distant bird. As the sun sets, the shadows from the banyan tree stretch across the ground, creating a peaceful space around them. The moonlight lights up the village, making the thatched roof stand out and casting long shadows. A figure walks steadily towards Zay's home. They stop at the door and urgently whisper his name, breaking the quiet of the night. Zay wakes up, the soft sound of the Qeej still in his mind, and gets up to greet the visitor. Meena nervously goes into her dark home to call Zay for breakfast. She pulls back the blanket on his bed, hoping to find him. Instead, she sees a pile of bones under the neatly arranged fabric. Her breath catches in her throat, and she stumbles back, unable to understand what she sees. Zay steps into the living room from the bedroom doorway. He has a calm and familiar smile, and he stands confidently. He looks at Meena with a loving gaze, as if the unsettling discovery in the bed doesn't exist. "Are you all right?" he asks warmly. At the funeral, the melodic sound of the Qeej fills the air, its notes flowing through the crowd. Zay is fully focused, and he moves with precision. The music becomes richer and deeper, as if it reaches beyond this world. Shadows flicker unnaturally among the trees, and the villagers feel a strange chill, as if unseen eyes are watching them. An old shaman stands in Meena's kitchen, looking serious. Every note pulls him closer to their world, he warns. The Qeej needs its player. Remember this. His voice fills the room, creating a heavy silence. As Zay walks through the village at dusk, his shadow stretches strangely across the earth walls. It moves in a way that doesn't match his own movements. The villagers talk quietly among themselves, looking at him with fear and pity. Meena sets the breakfast table slowly and carefully. She pauses to look at Zay's empty chair. The silence around her feels heavy. The steam rising from the bowls reminds her of unspoken sadness. A thick fog covers the mountain path as Zay leaves for another funeral. His figure slowly disappears into the white mist. Meena watches from the doorway, feeling uneasy. She clutches the fabric of her dress, trying to hold herself together. In the forest, Meena finds Zay's old sandals on a worn path. The leather is cracked, and the soles show signs of many journeys. She picks them up, brushing off the dirt. A deep ache fills her chest as she touches the sandals. They feel ancient, as if they have traveled between worlds for a long time. A man in funeral robes shows up at Meena's door without being invited. He asks her direct questions about Zay, and his intense stare makes her uncomfortable. Each question breaks down her defenses, leaving her feeling vulnerable and exposed. Late at night, Meena lies awake, trying to hear amidst the silence. She hears faint voices from the forest calling Zay's name in sad and urgent tones. The sound is far away but keeps coming back, like a tide that she cannot escape. Zay plays his Qeej at a quiet funeral site. His only audience member is a person dressed completely in white, with their face covered by a veil. The music flows gently, drawing spirits from the shadows. The spirits gather silently, barely visible and filled with anticipation. A lantern hangs outside Meena's home, gently swinging in the breeze. The flame flickers in the darkness. Meena sits by the window, looking at the horizon and waiting for Zay to return. The night gets colder, and the silence deepens. The last notes of Zay's Qeej come from the distant mountains, carrying a deep sense of finality. Meena feels her heart tighten as the melody fades away, leaving a silence that seems endless. Meena goes back to the bedroom, feeling unsure. She sees a pile of bones on the bed, arranged in a strange way as if someone set them up for her to notice. Her breath catches in her throat, and she steps back, feeling the room get colder with each moment. A woman in traditional Hmong clothing arrives. Her presence is both calming and unsettling. She says she is a messenger from the spirit world. "It is time to let him go," she urges. Her voice feels heavy and echoes beyond the walls of the home. Meena kneels by the river, her shaking hands pack Zay's Qeej and clothes into a small bundle. Tears silently stream down her face as she puts the bundle into a boat and watches it float away, carried by the current into the mist. Under the moonlight, Meena hears the Qeej music from the mountains. It sounds bittersweet, like a final goodbye from Zay. She closes her eyes, and tears mix with her gentle smile, knowing he has found peace. At dawn, a soft knock disturbs the quiet in Meena's home. When she opens the door, she sees Zay standing there. His face looks calm but distant. "I've come for you," he says gently, his voice sounding peaceful. Zay and Meena walk together toward the forest, holding hands. Mist surrounds them as they go deeper in, making it hard to see them. The sad sound of the Qeej plays one last time, leading them into another world where they disappear together.